Good Thursday morning, Friday Eve, almost there. Taking a live view from our Rusty Pelican camera. Pretty view there of the Miami skyline, and it's so calm out on Biscayne Bay in the water that you can see the reflection of the city lights. Very cool as we take a view from our Key West camera. A mix of sun and clouds, or the sun's starting to come out anyway, and radar is quiet, but later on we'll see the rain, so don't forget your umbrella. Winds are calm or light, and as we head into later this morning, can't rule out the chance of some isolated showers, but the future radar is showing that especially as we get into around 1-2 p.m. once we get the heating of the day going and with plenty of moisture around, that will likely lead to some scattered storms, especially around 3, 4, 5 p.m. Very similar pattern to what we had yesterday, as we do have the steering flow that will be shifting a little bit more out of the south-southwest, so that'll focus some of the storms across the East Coast metro areas as we get into the evening rush. Now the heaviest rain will likely be across the interior and the West Coast heading into later tonight. So it is looking quieter once we get past that 8 p.m. hour. But ahead of that time frame, well, around the afternoon and evening, we will see the potential for localized flooding because of some downpours and dangerous lightning gusty winds, also a possibility. Post-tropical cyclone Nicholas is still drenching parts of the Florida Panhandle as well as the southeast. And folks along the Carolina coast through the mid-Atlantic will have to closely monitor this area of low pressure north of the Bahamas that is forecast to lift north and the northeast. Mostly remain offshore according to the models, however a little too close for comfort obviously, so they'll be keeping an eye on that. And then we'll be watching these waves, with the first of which is rolling off the west coast of Africa, and then another wave ahead of it is more vigorous and has a high potential of becoming our next depression or tropical storm. The next name on the list is Odette, but notice how the forecast models indicate it'll generally move to the west, then the west-northwest across the Atlantic, and then could be near or north of the Lesser Antilles as we get into early next week. So highs soar to the low 90s. It'll be hot and steamy, storms developing. So the best time to head to the beach is the first half of the day. Very high UV index. Don't forget the sunblock. Low risk of rip currents. No advisories for boaters. Wind south to southwest, 5 to 10 knot seas to a light top on the bay. So some evening storms, and then should be quiet later tonight and overnight. And tomorrow will be rinse and repeat with a mix of sun and scattered storms. Into the weekend, more of an ocean breeze.